PTE Help. Test 16, Retell lectures and summarize spoken text.
Now the electromagnetic spectrum, this is information from Arpanza, actually goes all the way from the invisible to the visible, ionizing radiation, gamma rays, X-rays over here, and light here. This is from Arpanza. You will see here they say FM radio, microwave oven, radiant heat. Of course, microwave oven actually happens to be of the same frequency as the cell phone, the mobile phone. The mobile phone and the microwave oven use a very similar frequency. The difference between them is power. The power of the microwave oven is 1,000 watts. And of course, that's power that can heat up a cup of water in maybe 60 seconds. The microwave oven, the mobile phone, the cordless phone, the Wi-Fi monitor, the baby monitor, they all use the same frequency. They differ in power. They also differ because mobile phones and Wi-Fi devices emit pulsed microwave radiation. It's the pulse, not the power, that appears to be biologically most important. The pulse that is erratic and irregular, like for thousands of minutes a month, for dozens of hours a week. Over a lifetime, that irregular pulsed signal may be much more biologically important. And in fact, the continuous wave signals have a lot of therapeutic effects as are being applied in medicine today.
PTE Help. Test 16, Retell lectures and summarize spoken text. Sample answer 1. The electromagnetic spectrum goes all the way, from invisible to visible ionizing radiations. An FM radio, microwave oven, cordless phone, or Wi-Fi monitor, uses the same frequency as the mobile phone does, but the difference between them is the electric power, and especially the pulsed radiations that are biologically irregular and erratic. In addition, the consistent wave signals have therapeutic effects, being applied in medicine nowadays.
PTE Help. Test 16, Retell lectures and summarize spoken text.
So this little gadget, what it's hoping to do is take eye exams and putting them on your smartphone. And it's actually quite simple. You just hold it up to your eye. And when I'm looking in here, I see two lines. I see a green and a red. So then I hit these buttons on top, and you line up two lines in there so that they're overlapping and they're making yellow. So I'm here with Dr. Noam. Explain to me what I just did.
Well, you took a test for measuring your eyeglass numbers.
And I regularly go to the optometrist, so why would I need something like this?
It probably saves you a lot of time. Going to the optometrist is first a hassle as well as time consuming. This measurement can take you about 10 minutes, whereas going to an eye doctor can take you hours.
So optometrists have obviously had a lot of schooling to go through to be as accurate and as good as they are. How does that compare to this?
Well, this has the science in it so that you don't need to go to school. You just follow the simple instructions and you get the right results.
Have you heard from any eye doctors about what they think of this? Have they tried it out?
Most of them feel it's new. It's a great idea. It could be complementary to what they're doing, because we constantly say this is, first of all, this is not a prescription, this is an eyeglass numbers. And you should still go see your eye doctor for health reasons. I would assume most of them would like to use this as part of their practice.
PTE Help. Test 16. Retell lectures and summarize spoken text. Sample 90 scores answer 2. The speakers discussed about an innovative, user-friendly, and compact gadget that has been introduced recently, which is workable with the smartphone for measuring eyeglass number. As such, this hassle-free experience saves the time of visiting optometrist. One can conduct an eye test within 10 minutes, instead of spending hours for a doctor's visit. Even, the eye doctors are likely to compliment and accept this equipment as a part of their practice. However, doctors' prescriptions still, indubitably, remain irreplaceable.
PTE Help. Test 16. Retell lectures and summarize spoken text.
Why are we seeing an increase in these billion-dollar storms?
Well, first of all, we have more stuff, right? We have a lot more big-ticket items in harm's way. People have homes on the coast. People just have more stuff. That's number one. Number two, climate change seems to be making things worse. By warming up the atmosphere, warming up the oceans, there's more energy, and it's energizing these systems, causing, longer heat waves, causing bigger droughts, bigger floods, so on and so forth, and spiking bigger hurricanes as well.
So it's exacerbating some of what would naturally be occurring. Let's look at some of those storms that were made worse by climate change. Let's start with Hurricanes Florence and Michael. As you know, Florence hit North and South Carolina in September and caused $17 billion in damage. Yeah. What was it about those storms in particular that were so devastating?
Well, for Florence, the storm just kind of stopped once it got to the Carolina coast. Now, storms do stop naturally, so it can happen naturally, but there likely is an element of climate change there. There's some studies out recently that say that the forward speed of hurricanes may be slowing, or has been slowing over the past century or so. And also, the atmosphere is warmer, and the oceans are warmer. So the atmosphere can actually hold a little bit more moisture. But in addition to that, in the background, we have warm tropical Atlantic water temperatures 1 to 2 degrees over the past century. So there's that element of climate change. So basically what we talked about is what you talked about is climate change is enhancing these systems. It's spiking them. It's supercharging systems to exponentially increase the damage.
PTE Help. Test 16. Retell lectures and summarize spoken text. Sample 90 scores answer 2. The orders are highlighting the responsible factors for the devastation of the recent hurricanes and storms in the United States. Apart from the fact that people have more stuff these days, and they are building homes near coastal regions. Some studies reveal that climate change is also exacerbating the peril of bigger storms and hurricanes. Actually, storms stop and can happen naturally, but atmosphere and oceans are getting warmer, holding more moisture and heat waves, which, in turn, is supercharging and spiking up the storms. For instance, the recent devastating Hurricane Michael,